number 8 Florida State Seminoles look to build off back-to-back run rule wins as they welcome the Mercer Bears to town. Inside the broadcast booth tonight, Sean Salisbury alongside Kalen Arnold Elliott. And Kalen, popped up over to right field. It drops in front of Katie Dack. Gets away from Kennedy Hart. And now Langford taking third. A Florida State miscue gives Mercer a runner on third. Called strike 3. Apsell with the punch out to get the first out on the board. Tori Hedgecock lifts this to right field, right to Dack. Langford starts to run, but that throw is a bullet to Edenfields. The Garnet and Gold love it as Langford has to trot back. Who came on late against FGCU in left field. Maddie Wicker pops this up to Dack in right field. And Julia Apsell gets out of a jam. Allie Langford gets the third, but the Bears of one of the best freshmen in America a year ago to a potential All-American now as a sophomore. Bouncer right at first, and Jones snags it for the first down. And all the way to the wall in right center. He'll drive in the first Knowles run before that big fourth inning. Pop fly to right center. And the right fielder, Sydney Harris, is all over it. 2 up, 2 down for Pitts. The 2-2. Pitts drops it, but gathers and finishes off a 1-2-3 inning. Pitts starts strong. End of 1 in Tallahassee. Still. Gets a swing and miss there. Apsell gets the strikeout. And the battle goes to the Valiant, steps in. Grounder to Torres, all over it for the second inning.
She just makes that look so easy, so smooth with it, and I think that's one thing that Florida State has been known for its infield.
Mariah Sanchez right back to Torres. I'd dance like that too if I was that good. Torres takes care of business. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Apsell and the Seminoles in the second.
If you're talking about what Kocha does, she drinks Starbucks like 3 or 4 times a day.
Okay, let me write this down.
So no, the yoga and the tea is not, you said not think so much about that big swing or trying to change a game, but just trusting in her stuff.
Fly ball left field. Vigna is underneath it for the first down. Draw some oohs and ahs, but Dack is retired. It's going to stick and work once you get to the thick of ACC play. We're not playing as many games a week. McKenzie sharply hits a second, and it's off the glove of Sanchez. A little too much sauce on that one, and Florida State threatening in the second. And another lefty up, Janai Kerr. From the rookie to the vet. Kerr slaps this to left field. Vigna calls for it. Vigna has it.
You want to really be on your A game every time.
Grounder picked up by Hedgecock, and she takes care of business. Mercer hangs another scoreless inning on.
Even after this weekend about this team, I think, maybe trying to solidify those spots a little bit more. Great pitch there by Apsell. I love how she threw that pitch previously. Just so many things still that you're wanting to figure out. Like I said, solidifying those spots, finding defensively where's the best place for everyone to go, and Beecham, that ball will get right between her legs, under her glove. A very uncharacteristic error.
Langford pops that up over to Kerr. Just has enough real estate to record the second out. Jones pops it up. Ross calls for it. Ross secures it. Still scoreless in Tallahassee, Florida State. Movements to Joanne Graff Field, as well as being used smartly for the rest of the program. Here's a drive, left field. That ball's gone! Annie Potter opens the scoring with a home run in the third.
Amazing rocket over left field fence. That was a no-doubter from the get-go, and you saw the excitement from her teammates. And we talked about these people who are on the team and maybe don't always get these opportunities, and this is just a perfect example of Issa Torres and Jason Beecham being so excited for Annie Potter.
This ball driven to center field. Langford back and at the track makes the catch.
I think there are a few left. I think there's a few opportunities maybe that haven't been.
Hedgecock picks it up, but can't put it on target to Jones at first. Beecham takes advantage of the error. Harp smashes this to right center. It's a gapper for Harp. Here comes Beecham. And she's standing up at third. Showing some hustle to the muscle. Harp drives in the second run of the inning.
And Kennedy Harp absolutely rips this ball into right center gap, and it's misplayed by Langford, not able to get the glove on it, so Beecham able to come around and score, and Harp able to.
After the error that put Beecham on first, Edenfield with a tapper towards short. Good pickup by Dorval. They retire Edenfield on one pitch, but the third run comes across.
They didn't think we were going to even make it out of our regional, and we ended up in the national championship game.
Dak earns a walk to extend the inning. Mackenzie getting her third career start today. And where's that one? To put runners on first and second. 2 innings, they've now scored 3 runs on a pair. Kerr smashes that to left, but Vigna is there. But the damage done thanks to a
corner next to it. What are the odds?
Called strike 3. Apsell with her.
Come into your mind.
1-2 makes contact with Wicker. Fights her way to first. Well, just a few base runners.
The belt as frequently.
Runner takes off. Throw is there. Edenfield with the perfect pinpoint pass to Issa Torres.
Yeah, that was a beautiful throw by Edenfield. So great was her base running instincts, her softball IQ.
Edenfield wants it. Edenfield has it. Clears the bases and can pop up from behind home. Doesn't even have to remove the mask. After graduating, Amaya Ross, hard hit to left, but Vigna stays busy out there. Ross goes down.
It's a league for college players to go and to hone their skills and to get better.
Potter beats it out. That's what's funny too. You ask, okay, what have these FSU alums taught you or brought to your program? Is this hard shot down the first baseline, skips off of Jones's glove. Potter's safe at third. Torres holds up at first. And Florida State already putting pressure on in the fourth.
Philosophy, it is that, and it's incredible to watch. Like, I always loved watching base running, which is not something normally that you enjoy watching in a practice, but it was really fun to watch and watch how the coaching staff pushed and understanding all of those things. How do I take these extra bases that made her so good?
Beecham hammers this way into the night. A 3-run bomb from Beecham.
Of the day. And I mean, she hits this ball, I think, into outer space. She looks at it, she knows it's going far. She was aiming for that hit it here bullseye out in the parking garage.
We'll pick that one up in Pensacola later tonight. Jason E. Beecham. It's so great to have polar opposites. You have the fireball as Harp puts a drive into this one. Back-to-back jacks for the Noles.
And I think home run hitting is contagious for Florida State. Annie Potter starting this game off with a home run. Jason E. Beecham following, and then Kennedy Harp following her. And this is a no-doubter. Kennedy Harp, beautiful swing. And she carries that way, way out there past the bushes.
The Seminoles starting to show some pop on this Friday night, giving their home fans how intentional you are off the field. Edenfield puts that into left field. Finds a hole in the 5-6 gap. 3 straight hits for the Noles as they look to continue to build.
At here, this is a big moment for her, but also shouldn't feel too much pressure considering the substantial lead that Florida State does have, and she will beat that throw out to first. Florida State softball alumni who are still involved in the game of softball, because going back to that coaching staff inspiring that joy.
McKenzie works a walk on the full count. Where they stand, how can they compete? Kerr to center field. This is going to be tough, but the catch is not made. Just slips out of the glove of Hallie Langford. 2 runs are in.
Yeah, 2 runs for Florida State. Addie DeLong turned on the speed. I guess I didn't realize. I knew she was coming into pinch run often, but I didn't realize how fast she was. And they get going. Maddie Fry coming in to score the first.
1-1 to Amaya Ross. Right back to Langford. McKenzie waved home. They'll cut it off. The Seminoles continue to pour it on in this 4th inning.
And Ross just drives this low pitch right back up the middle. Bobbled a little bit by Langford.
Potter smacks that through. Kerr holds up at 3rd. Bases loaded again.
I mean, one of the hottest hitters in the country right now.
Issa Torres drives in 2 more. 9 runs in the 4th inning.
And Issa Torres, that pitch still on the plate a little too much, able to drive it past Dorval at short. And with the speed of Amaya Ross, Florida State tacks on 2 more.
3-2. Danley through the right side. Potter holds up at 3rd. The bases loaded for Kennedy Harp. This year against Ohio State. Flares that over to 2nd. Sanchez has it. And finally, the 2nd out arrives. Get out. Maddie Fry smokes that over to 3rd. She drives in 2 more.
And Florida State has put their foot on the gas pedal and refuses to let up. This pitch on the inside part of the plate, and Maddie Fry turns on it, hits it hard down third base. It bounces up off of the bag.
You know, it's funny, this is the second he is for that moment.
Right.
DeLong continues the inning. Danley holds up at third, and a bases loaded opportunity for Shelby McKenzie. Some experience under their belt. What'll she do on another 0-2? Called strike three, and the inning is over. Boy, that escalated quickly.
And also, I mean, that is kind of a sigh of relief, I think, for Apsell, knowing, hey, I did my job, I did great, my offense able to back me up, and now my friend and
strikeout for Gooden.
connotation, I think, with that word, but it's a decision.
Gooden picks it up, the throw to first, not in time. Harris beats the throw, not ready to leave the plex just yet. You know Devin Flaherty is going. Stabbed by Gooden, the flip to first. All smiles for the Seminoles in 2-run rule victories on this Friday.
We saw some incredible offensive production tonight from the Seminoles. Took them a couple of innings to warm up, but once they did, there was no stopping them. Several home runs, several just good hitting, good pieces of hitting, and really aggressive, smart base running. We saw a great pitching performance from Julia Apsell. We saw one good at bat, pitching to one batter from Ashton Danley, and then Mimi Gooden closes it out for the Seminoles.
I would say 3 runs in the third and 11 runs in the fourth.